Well, there isn't much difference between the two mediums because as an actor, you've got to work the same. It requires the same type of commitment for both the mediums. Yes, but if you compare it to theatre, that's a little different as per the commitments are concerned and also as per the performance, because we have to prepare completely for the entire play that's standing 2 hours in front of a live audience where you can't afford to make any mistakes, and even if you do, you should know how to cover it up and move ahead with the show. So yes, there's not much difference between television and film. I guess the only difference, if it has to be, would be the fact is that the film people they shoot their films with much more ease, where they want to work on locations, on costumes, on the grandeur. As whereas television, we work with deadlines. We have to complete the show within a stipulated time, otherwise we have telecast problems. My debut role, well, I have to go really back. I'd just come down from America. I was staying with my grandmother. She was not keeping too well. And I used to visit the gym, and I guess somewhere when I was coming out of the gym, somebody noticed me and came up to me asking me whether I wanted to work in films. I said, yeah, why not? Since I was here in Bombay, I said, why not give it a shot? So then these people, they called me for an audition. I auditioned and I bagged the role. It was that simple, I guess. In those days, it wasn't, it was, well, okay, it happened. But after that, there was a struggle because, your first movie releases and it isn't a very big hit. And it's not the fact that you didn't do a good job, but, remember a movie is made up of directors and music directors and the cameraman and the other actors and the release date and the distributors. There's so many areas where a movie goes through before it becomes a hit that you're just a part in the film, It's not because of you the movie is a hit or a flop. So I learned the hard way. I realized that you should be a part of a project which should see the light of the day in a proper way. And it's all about the people you associate with. If you have the right people, you get the right project and the right moves in the industry. So that's exactly what happened. So that my debut wasn't a big bang one, but it happened. It was nice. That was way back in 1993-94. Yeah, the movie's name was Meri Jaane Man. It's up on YouTube. You can go check it out. I think Tej as a character is a very powerful character. When what was narrated to me before I picked up the TV show, they said that Tej is the antagonist of the show. He's the one who will create the problems. So there was a whole different aura to Tej which I had to bring about, because he was not a villain. He was somebody very powerful and very strong. The way he would treat his family would be with love and respect, but he would be very strong with the outside world, So I guess what I bought onto the character was definitely the look, the style, the way he would deliver his dialogues, the way he would stand with everybody, his posture. So there's a lot of working on all those minute details. But then also the script has to support, and now they have turned the character to be more positive. So I guess with that, you got to change your body language, your dialogue delivery, and everything comes along with the change in character. So yes, the character has changed from a little negative to more positive, I would say, and more with the family rather than against the family. Initially, he was with Svetlana and he was, troubling his wife. If you've seen TellyBolly, Oberoi was even trying to burn his wife. He's a mad guy. But yeah, that's what I've bought in for Tej, and now people have started loving him more, the character. As I said, the character has changed and people are liking it, and they're liking this new side of Tej because they've always seen Tej trouble his sons, trouble Shivai, trouble his wife, more a troublemaker. And even when Gauri came into the family, he did his the last rites he performed on her, कि तुम मेरे लिए मर गई है. It's just completely all over the place. He created that divide in the house, that this side is mine and that side is yours, and he's a little crazy, this chap. But now with the change in character, I just think they've given him more intelligence and more love in the heart. So he's become a nicer person who you like to love and, be around, rather than someone you want to run away from. Oh, yes, we are definitely a very famous family on television, and we all get along very well behind the scenes. There's not been any problems. I think we've got a very good team of actors. We have good comradeship between us. We have lunches together. We also go out sometimes together, for a dinner or something. We have parties together. So we have very good bonding behind the camera. So I think that's because everybody is very secure and happy in their roles and everything. I mean, it's just worked out just perfect for everybody. And I hope it stays this way. The fact is that Roop has been the villain in the show, and now because of her, the whole Kalyani Mills' story has been opening up. There are lots of twists and turns coming up. Your audience be prepared for it, because this is just not something which is just being thought of right now. This has the main storyline which the show had started with. So now we are coming into the main storyline of the show, where we are opening up like a big can of worms. So look out for it. I can't tell you much about it because it'll take away all the fun of watching the show. But look out for it. I'm sure you're going to have a good time. No, nothing. I don't find anything difficult. Nothing is hard for me, for the simple reason I'm a veteran. I've worked on sequences and scenes which are much more complex in nature as what they've been given me here on the sets of Ishqbaz. So I haven't had any tough scenes. But otherwise, if you tell me as a tough scene, I would say when we started shooting for Ishqbaz, we had an outdoor where we had to stand in the hot sun where it was it was about 39 degrees Celsius, and we were standing on white marble, and the reflection of the sun was bouncing off the white marble, and we had to, stand in the sun for the shots and the takes, and the makeup vans were pretty far away from the actual location, so it wasn't just possible to walk back into the makeup van, cool yourself and come back. So those were the physically difficult shooting days. Not as an actor. As an actor, I don't think I've had any tough times or tough scenes in Ishqbaz as of now. They still have to try me. Well, my role model definitely would be Amitabh Bachchan, not because he's such a great actor alone, but the fact that he's very dedicated even at this age. It's all about dedication, I believe. And, if you are dedicated in your work, you first of all go home satisfied. You know that you've done a good day's work, and it just gives you a sense of pride in your heart. And that's the one thing which Amitabh is, done ever since he's been working as an actor. And he's also believes in something called destiny and luck, which even I believe in. So I guess my role model is definitely Amitabh Bachchan. And I follow him also on Twitter. And I've also met him on a couple of occasions. And he also knows about the fact that, he's my role model. And popularity, well, definitely he's very popular. He's world famous. But it's not because of that. It's because of what he believes and what he does and what he says. And his behavior overall ever since he's been a superstar. It's all there. It's all there. You can see it in the man. So definitely Amitabh Bachchan is my role model. And what I'd like to say to the fans of the Arab community is, guys, thank you so much for watching Ishqbaz. Please continue to watch Ishqbaz. It's because of audiences like you that we continue getting work, and we can run our kitchens in our homes. So thank you for all the love and support you've given the show. And I love to get to know more about your culture. So please do write in and do let us know, and we can have a lovely cultural exchange sometime in the near future. God bless you all.
Guys, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and don't forget thumbs up for YouTube. Bye.